Hey Leo, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings. We take what works, we leave what doesn't, as with everything in life. If I don't catch your wavelength, or even if I do, go check your other major placements. We're starting off with the Oracle deck, of course, the Monster Oracle deck of Moonology mixed with Work Your Light. Then we're going to move on to a new deck for me, the Muse Tarot, for a more traditional tarot spread. And the Muse Tarot is a popular deck. I got it a while ago, and I did not connect with it at all. And then this week it just radioed out to me, and I had a lot of great personal readings with it. So we're on board now with the Muse Tarot. Okay. And make sure I do appreciate your likes and, of course, the subscribe. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. All right, we have 3 Moonology cards to start this off with. Oh, Void of Course Moon. Nothing will come of this situation. So I don't want to say nothing will come of the situation, but you have a lot of freedom. You have a lot of latitude. Whatever's fated is fated. So you can just move in any direction you want right now. And it's not going to have like these long-term permanent consequences. Your commitment is being tested. So there is something that you want. Things have gotten maybe a little cloudy, a little muddled with your intentions, with what you were going for here originally. And then it looks like maybe something is coming in that is testing your commitment, but don't worry about it. It's a phase. It's gonna pass through. It's not permanently affecting the end result of the situation. So just stay focused on what you want. Whatever's come through here is sort of a distraction. It's like a cloud just passing over the sun or passing over the moon, as the case may be here. So just not to get too worried about some sort of detail that's coming through here that may be distracting you from your overall goal. So maybe even recommitting to your goal. And then we have Don't Let Pride Get in Your Way. Full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. So asking for help, not being, I want to say not being closed off or closed off to people, because that's how, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, and if there's a situation that's come in that's very challenging for you, not, your commitment to something is being tested, but so don't let whatever's challenging that commitment or clouding that or clouding your vision right now, don't get distracted by it. Don't let it, I want to say, oh my goodness. Don't let pride. Not getting too caught up, like, when you have like a discussion or an argument with someone and they say something kind of rude or kind of, just keeping your eye on the overall, what is the point of this discussion, and not getting distracted. So there's something like that going on in your life where it's like this little irritation, and okay, just forget about it. Don't get really wrapped up in it. That's what this whole message is about. There's a small irritation, a small distraction. Don't get wrapped up in it. Don't let it distract you from your overall goal. And if it's a little insulting, just let it go. Just let it go. It's not worth it. It's not worth your energy. You've got bigger fish to fry here. So don't let some sort of, it might feel a little insulting. Something might come in this week that might hurt your pride or be a little insulting, but don't go down that rabbit trail. Stay focused on the overall goal. Like if you are having a discussion, don't go down the rabbit trail of, how something got phrased a little insultingly. Stay on the overall goal of the overall discussion. What do you want out of this discussion? And don't get distracted by, poorly phrased things or somebody else's getting their feelings all up there, oh man, I'm having a hard time with the wordage with that. So I have the feeling, but I can't, I'm having a hard time finding the expression for it. That's funny. Okay, and now the Muse Tarot, totally new to me. I think part of why I couldn't connect with it earlier was that it it changes the names of all the suits, and I find that just like this glitch. But I'm enjoying the glitch now because it opens up more space for intuitive messages. All right, Leo. Fuck. Okay. Overall energy, 5 of Voices. This is really needing to get in touch with yourself, to get very clear on what you want. This is often my, so this is an overall energy here. I think it's going with these other ones. This is, well, again, it really goes in with this other message that we've been getting here already, is this picking your battles very carefully. Some sort of disconnect, some sort of a choice, a decision, being very in touch with exactly what you want. That's exactly the message we were getting. Being very committed and very in touch with what you want, even though it might be a little difficult. It might take you down a bit of a dark path. I think, you know, looking into your own darkness, looking into your own motivations, looking into, and the 5 of Voices is always to me a choice between 2 terrible options. Neither of these look good. There's an olive branch here, though. You don't want to look at it, though. There might be a path forward through peace, but it's going to be difficult. There will be some unsettled energy, some difficulty. I don't think you don't want either of these choices. You don't want to do either thing, but you don't want to stay focused on your goal, and you don't want to like deal with some sort of issue. But 5 of Choices is all about 5 of Choices. 5 of Voices is about really difficult choices and needing to get very close in touch with your own inner truth in order to make this decision. There isn't really a good middle path here. So, I mean, this other part is you're going to have to let something go. Don't worry about it. It's just a passing thing. And 5 of Voices, that's going to be 5 of Swords. That's the between a rock and a hard place. 2 crappy choices. Having to pick your battles. And that's the overall thing, having to pick your battles here. All right, Leo, let's head into our normal tarot spread. Oh my gosh, what? Okay. This is your past, your present, your inner landscape, what's at issue, your environment, your to-do list, and your possible outcome. What on earth? Right before your reading, I messed up my shuffling, got everything the right side up, and now half of this is upside down. All right, well, here we go. In your recent past, has required a lot of inner strength and patience. A lot of strength and a lot of patience. Look at that, though. You've tamed that beastie. You've tamed that beast. It was hard. It was difficult. It's felt like you've been patient for forever, for an eternity, for thousands of years. I'm seeing the Titanic lady. It's been 86 years. So yeah, that's what it's been, a long time. You have had to be very patient, a lot of work with your inner demons, with your inner beast, patience and strength, inner strength. Oh my gosh, look at this. I just love that. 2 lions showing up in a Leo reading. What? That's so cool. And then in your current situation, you have 4 of Inspiration. A leveling up. The 4s are going to be a lot about communication. There's some sort of communication, a proposal of some kind here, not a proposal, but a proposal of some kind, of some sort here. And there is a community vibe, there is a communication, there is a leveling up and next level here. So this is, you know, starting, you know, you've completed the level of the video game, and yay, ta-da! So there's a celebratory, ta-da! You completed, doo-doo-doo. And then we're now loading the next level, and you're figuring out, what your assignment is or whatever, or how you're gonna, what's going on this next level. You're figuring out some things. Four of Inspiration always means to me planning for the next stage, like celebrating and then planning. So it's not like a big transition. It's not the World card. It's this, I'm ready to level up. Talking to people about that, communicating that commitment. It's a renewed commitment to this path, a renewed commitment to this path and to this journey and to the next phase of it. So we're heading into the new phase of an inspired journey of possibly creative. So that's where you're at right now. That's the energy that you're in right now, is this commitment, this recommitment, or this commitment to the next level, having completed one sort of level and starting to plan for the next one. And then we have Ace of Emotions in your inner landscape. A new emotional beginning. There's an intention here, an emotional intention, I'm seeing another renewal here, like a renewed intention. This is the pure emotional dream here starting. You're looking to start a new emotional journey, possibly renewed. I see a recommitment here. Letting bygones be bygones, having that inner strength and a recommitment. I don't think but then there's also you don't have a lot of good choices. But I think what's on your mind, your hope, is sort of this recommitment to an emotional journey, a deep, there's some sort of emotional connection that's emerging here, that's coming up from a very deep place. This is what you're dealing with in your inner landscape. This is your hopes and your fears. And sort of what's going on within you is there's an emergence of maybe some new feelings, maybe some new emotions, maybe a new connection. The emotion suit can always be about love. That's our cups, right? So about love, or just about a new emotional journey, or new feelings coming up, new feelings coming to the surface. So don't be too proud to explore those, but they're coming up. They're coming up. And what's at issue here is this awakening. So this is card 20, and this is our Judgment card. And so there's not been an awakening. There's not been maybe a reviewing of the past, because the awakening would be being able to see something in a new light, being able to see some sort of past situation and understand it in a new way. So, and figuring something out and having some clarity about something that's happened in the past, but you're going to be able to take this new insight into the future. But that's not what's happening here. And there is a sense of communication. You're either not communicating about some sort of realization you've had about your past, and you're either not communicating about it, which is interesting because in this Four of Inspiration, we do have you communicating about it and making connections to other people about it. But there is a sense of something's not awake yet. Something hasn't arrived yet, isn't ready yet for that light to shine on it, for understanding. You don't understand something from your past. And that's creating a problem. There's something that you don't have any insight into yet, and you don't understand, and you don't see what's going on. There might be something coming up this week where you just don't understand where this is coming from, what's going on, how this is going on. There could be something we're waiting for yet to come back from the past that for review, to look at, to re-examine. But it's interesting because I think you want this new emotional journey, this new beginning, these new feelings to come in. But I feel like they're being blocked by issues from the past that you haven't been able to come to any understanding about. I mean, you'd really like a new emotional beginning. You'd really like a renewal. To sort of come up for air emotionally and have this nice new, I'm feeling a gasp of air and this refreshing air coming into your lungs. You'd like this new refreshing thing, but there's something from the past that hasn't been understood, is kind of looming over the whole situation. And then what we have So these are all in reversal, which is pissing me off because I did a good job trying to make sure these are all in the right place. So in your environment, we have Ace of Voices. Again, another new beginning not coming in. This is actually, these two cards are identical. Basically, I mean, we have this insight, right? This insight, but it's not coming in. There's no insight into what's gone on here, into the past. There's been a refusal to evaluate it honestly, or there's also the Ace of Voices is going to be like some truth not coming in. There's a truth, there's some sort of truth that's being withheld, some sort of, and it would bring so much clarity. It would bring so much understanding to everything that's gone on before. But there's a truth that's being withheld. There's messages being withheld. There's somebody's not communicating with you, and it would sure as hell help a lot to get a new beginning, to a recommitment, to refocus on this journey that you're on with this. I feel like this is a relationship vibe. I don't know why. This could be work too, but we're getting two cards of there's something that's gone on in the past that's not been communicated, that's not been clear. There's and then with this Five of Voices, it can often talk about some sort of dishonesty, because the fives are very difficult. The fives are a very difficult place in the journey of the suits. So there's a huge, and it's going to talk about communication. There's huge amounts of difficulties with communication, even though what I'm seeing here is great communication, or a beautiful leveling up that's here, that wants to come in. But I feel like there's something from the past that hasn't been examined. There's some sort of truth that you're not being told, that you're not seeing here, that isn't coming in, some sort of insight that isn't being shared, it's something's being withheld here. And it's preventing a movement forward. It's preventing understanding. It's preventing this new beginning and this recommitment that you would like. There's some sort of truth being withheld. Are you withholding the truth? It looks like someone else is withholding something from you, not coming in with some sort of clarity, with some sort of new beginning, some sort of communication that would really start this all off and help clear up some things from the past. But they're not here with it. Your to-do list is the reverse devil. So coming out of bondage, you're supposed to break some sort of bond. This could be a breakup, but it's saying nothing will come of this situation. But you just need to be prepared to break the bond, break some sort of psychological bond, right? This is the devil in reverse. The devil upright would be addiction issues. Man, the devil keeps coming in over and over and over again with Leo, as addiction issues, as bondage of some kind, being stuck. So your job is to unstuck, is to break some sort of bondage, break some sort of, the devil card is all about being controlled by, well, the devil's always inside, right? But being controlled by something, it feels like forces outside of yourself, but it's really just you and something deep within you, some sort of need that prevents you from following your own true path and your own intuition, because it's so great, it kind of overwhelms this whole natural process. So your to-do list is to release yourself of bondage. This could be breaking contracts. This could be a lot of different breaking contracts. This could be stopping some sort of addiction, stopping some sort of obsession. Of course, stopping something is harder than just starting something else, like starting a new habit to replace the old one, something like that. So just having an idea and then stopping it, that's really difficult. Having an idea and replacing it with something better, that's a little bit easier. Our brains can make that shift better. So this devil card could be like breaking some sort of bond, it could be breaking a promise that has kept you stuck, kept you in some sort of stuck situation where you're not able to reevaluate the past, or these aces. There's just these aces here, and there's this awakening here. So there's something new that really wants to come in, but it's being stopped. It's being stopped. It's being prevented from coming in. And I think whatever's preventing that, you need to break that bond, breaking some sort of bondage that you've been in. That's your to-do list, is to break the bondage. Your possible outcome is 2 of materials. So I feel like if you don't break this bond, this can kind of come in as a warning. This is not being able to balance different aspects of your life. I kind of see like not being able to balance the wife and the mistress. You're not going to be able to do those two things. You're going to have to break up with some of them. That's not going to apply to everybody, but it can be a metaphor for everybody. You can't serve two masters like this. You can't be split like this between two things that you're trying to control. You're not going to be able to balance this all. There's something going on here that's going to get way out of balance and out of whack. I feel if you don't take these steps to end this bondage, there's something that's going to be getting out of whack. You're not going to be able to juggle it. Basically, you can't juggle all of that. It's going to be an unbalanced energy and not able to handle everything on your plate right now. So you're going to have to break free from something. That's what this Devil card is telling me, is you got to break free from something. Otherwise, you're going to be overwhelmed and you're not going to be able to juggle everything very well. I mean, what does that even mean? I mean, you're always going to recover from everything. You're going to be fine. It's going to work out for you. It always will. But you could create more difficulty by not releasing yourself of some sort of bond that's keeping you stuck here. And then we have, stepping on your path, some unsettled energy with your life path here. Okay. Finding your way. When your feet seem to lead you one way and your head says to go a different way, tune into your heart. It will guide you there, helping you to see my signs and most easily find your way on your beautiful life journey. So in this card, I do see signs. There's a signal there. So there's some sort of signal, some sort of sign. All right, Leo, this is another kind of hard reading for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope it's helpful for you. It seems like you continue to be, or I don't know whose story this, we could change stories every week, or we could have one continuous one, but whatever story this is, it just continues to be really difficult and really hard. There's not going to be an easy choice here, and that's exactly what we're talking about. There's not an easy choice. It's not going to be easy, but if you don't make it, things are going to get out of whack and out of balance. So there's some sort of acknowledgement here that wherever you're at, you're faced with some choices and none of them are great. So I kind of personally, I appreciate a little message from that. It's like the universe, like, yeah, it's hard, huh? It's hard. Thank you for acknowledging that at least. So, all right, I hope you have a great week.